friends, welcome to week 6's Q&As, joined by my lovely wife Lucie.
Hi guys.
Lucie will be asking me questions, so let's get to the next one.
Alright, so the next question is by Strusky. I think I pronounced it properly. He said, hi, different blood pressure on the left and right arms?
Oh, interesting. I like how he didn't even ask a question, just different. Yeah, so you picked good questions, really. This is a great one as well. Lucie knows that whenever I measure my blood pressure, I change arms every time. And there's a good reason for that. So let me tell you guys, if people have a difference in the pressure between the right and the left arm, what's likely occurring is very concerning. There's probably a plaque blocking an artery that supplies one of your arms. So basically you likely have peripheral artery disease, which means peripheral, like further away from your central area. If you have peripheral artery disease, which means you have a clogged artery somewhere around there, then you also most likely have a clogged artery in your brain or closer to your system. So this is intelligent cardiologist will advise you to always switch arms, because it's a quick way. If you see something there's something more serious going on. In fact, there are studies that show if the systolic blood pressure is 10, that's the top number, is 10 points higher on one arm than the other, the person has like 40% higher risk of getting a cardiovascular event in the next decade.
Wow.
than someone who has equal amounts. And this could be both have high blood pressure, but so it's really concerning. So if you have that, you have to go to a cardiologist and get an fMRI, a full cardiovascular fMRI, to get an understanding of what your blockages are. Now, that's all I have to say on this topic for right now, but I'll just add briefly for the people that didn't watch Amin's videos with myself before. I gave my description of, I don't want to call it my protocol, but my way of recognizing blood pressure issues, which is what I give to all of my clients. I tell all of my clients when they start with me to buy a blood pressure cuff from CVS or wherever, it costs 30 bucks, to measure their blood pressure, switching arms each time, 3 times a day for 1 week, and changing those times throughout the day, somewhat randomly, but intentionally, so that you measure different times of the day. So you especially want to pay attention to like 10 or 11 a.m. when your cortisol and when your sympathetic nervous tone is at its highest. You want to measure if you take any stimulants like pre-workouts, just before you work out, you take the pre-workout, wait 10 minutes and check your blood pressure. During your workouts, your blood pressure will be higher, and after the workouts, they'll be lower, but that's normal. At night, it'll be lower than in the daytime. If you have any stressful events during that week, check your blood pressure then. If you see your blood pressure being over 120/80 at any time during that week, you have some damage going on to your cardiovascular system. And I mentioned this in another video. Somebody was saying, oh no, 140/90 is fine. No, it's not fine. Look, the medical community rarely revises their instructions. And when they do so, it's because of immense data, studies showing damage occurring. So when recently, a few years ago, the American Medical Association and various associations in the US revised their prescriptions to having a below 120/80, definitely below 130/90, I think. So it used to be 140, but what seems to be is that at 140/90, your heart is working extra hard to pump the blood through these constricted blood vessels, and you're getting heart damage over time. So hey, if you have 140 or 130 something in a week, some damage is going on. What I would do then is I would measure another week, and then I would start measuring routinely. If you don't have any that are above 120/80, you can forget about it. Unless you go on a cycle or something like that, or you get in a really stressful life event. So that's my instructions for blood pressure. You have any questions?
I do not.
Okay, we'll see you guys later. Thank you for listening.